Hey there, how are you? How are you doing out there? Listen, this is KhaazRa trying to get this whole camera thing ready. I'm not really the camera guy, as you can see. It's just kind of like a makeshift office that I have here in Orlando, Florida. I would show you around, but I'm a pretty junky guy, and that's whether I'm in my physical office or in my home. So what I'm simply doing here is I'm going to basically record a simple message, put it out there, and it's going to be based upon entrepreneurship versus being an intrapreneur, or entrepreneurship versus being a technician, whichever one you want to say. A lot of people are asking me about being an entrepreneur and how much they want it and how bad they want it. And here's my take on this. There's pros and cons to being an entrepreneur versus being a technician. For me personally, I'm really both. I'm a technician because I still do a lot of the day-to-day things that need to be done in a business. And then again, I'm an entrepreneur because I'm always looking for opportunities. I'm consistently bringing business in at the same time. Now, the pro of being an entrepreneur, or once you get to that level, is that you should not have to be involved in the day-to-day activities as much. You should be able to now have the business run sort of like on remote control or autopilot while you do just those specific things that bring in the income. Okay, so for instance, like I'm in sales, right? But we have a full-fledged business. We have a ton of sales consultants that make really good money. We have customer service people. We have technicians, or we have technical people. We have underwriters. We have risk. We have all these different things, right? Now, there's no way that I can do all those different things. So we're getting to the point where now some of the things that we would have to do or had to do in the past, which is wearing 10,000 hats, which is impossible to do and have a vibrant business. But now that is being done by people who are proficient in that particular area, which they are the technicians. So for instance, I don't do tech support. I know how to do tech support, or if I had to do it, I would do it. But we have someone who specializes, we have people who specialize in that particular area. Same thing with customer service. Of course, I'm going to be customer service oriented if you're in sales, but we have people set out just to do customer service. When it comes to risk, there's no way I can sit behind a computer and do the risk. That has to be someone who focuses strictly on that particular job. They are the technician in that area. And then the same thing for underwriting. That person is the underwriter is the person who specializes in their area of expertise. And now when it comes to sales, that's where I kind of dig my hands into it. And because that is the thing that makes all the other things possible. That's more of the entrepreneurial side of things. Now, there's pros and cons to being a technician. Of course, you're going to have an income cap. Especially if you work for a particular company or so, there's going to be a certain amount of money that's budgeted that allows you to do the thing that you do best. Unless you can turn it into, let's say, like freaking Bill Gates and you're a programmer, but now you're creating software that the entire world uses. So you kind of remove yourself from the technician to the entrepreneurial side of things. So he took it to another level. So that is, the con is maybe the income cap. But let me say this, there's also a con on the entrepreneurial side, because now you take on all the risk. You have to be there before everyone else. You have to leave before everyone else. Whether it's your fault or not, they look at you. You also have to, you have health benefits you have to pay. You have sick time, you have vacation. I mean, there's a ton of freaking things. You have, the IRS. And all, especially if you have an office in California, you have all in California. It's so expensive to have a business in, and honestly not worth it in my opinion. But you have all these different entities and agencies that want to get in your pockets. It's not the most corporate or corporation friendly state. I think of course there are certain parts of California where venture capitalists go and things like that. But when you have an office and you have all these other things, it can be pretty sticky. There's a ton of different nuances to running a brick and mortar business. So that could be the con side of it. But now let's say like our operation is a little bit different for from a sales consultant perspective, because our sales consultants don't have to do all these different things. They can focus on what they do best. And most of the time you find that most people are good at specific things. No one's like, a master of all trades. I've never seen that before. So our sales consultants can come into a situation where the business is basically set up for them. All they have to do is sell, answer some phone calls, be extremely helpful and valuable to their clients. We do all the rest. We do the tech support, we do the customer service, the underwriting, the risk, the crediting, the debiting, money transfers. All these different things are handled for them. Where, let's say if you were going online, and I think a lot of these courses that are being sold to us are basically to make you a super duper technician. And it would take years to see some advancement like that, where I've taken $10,000 courses where I went to the course, and we're in there all day long, and we were told, make sure that you do everything in the business, like literally everything. And let's say you're not a technical person, but let's just say you are, you gotta do the Facebook ads, you gotta do the marketing, you gotta do the sales, you gotta build a website, you gotta do the social media, there's so many different things that would be impossible. That is basically gearing you up to be a freaking technician, and more than likely you will become frustrated. Now, and unfortunately, before you purchase these courses, they don't tell you that, but that's great marketing, I guess. Who would want to do it if they knew all of that? But who would want to start a business if they knew all that was involved as well? Now, the entrepreneurial side would be to teach you how to look at the big picture, all right? Instead of being, the control freak, or a person who has to do everything or have their hands in everything and has to make all the decisions before anything happens, instead of being that person, now you can look at things from an aerial perspective, so to speak, and be the entrepreneurial person, where now you basically try to gravitate towards like minds, and you get other people that are much better at what you can't do. So you building a team, and you may not make as much initially, but you can grow so much further. Who knows, maybe someone, as their business, from a technician perspective, maybe they're super good at Facebook ads, but that is their main business, and they know how to basically bring in income for you. So you partner up with them. Maybe you don't pay them an hourly rate. Maybe they make way more because they're looking at their Facebook ads business from an entrepreneurial perspective, and maybe they scaled it out where now they're not doing the day-to-day task of that, which is absolutely needed, because I can't do it, you can't do it, and the sales and the marketing and the customer service and the tech support. Let me not say you can't do it, because maybe you can. It'll just take you a long time to figure these things out, and that's the thing that maybe some of us don't understand, and then we become frustrated, and we're looking for quick turnaround money, or why is this not working, why is that not working? Even something simple as social media. The technician perspective is you're gonna sit there all day, comment, like, comment, post pictures, edit the pictures, take the videos, edit the videos, upload it, do the ads. It would take you hours and hours and hours and hours to do that, and it won't happen overnight. Some people are out there buying likes, not buying likes, but buying friends and all this kind of stuff. Does it work? Maybe. I think it's short-lived, because you can't buy loyalty. You just can't. You can't buy fake friends and then expect for these fake friends to actually purchase something from you. So the entrepreneurial view of that is that you look for those who are already much better at what you can do in the social media platforms. There's tons of them out there. You get someone who knows LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook and this, that, and the other. Someone else who may do the video side of it and can help, get that running for you. So there's many different ways to look at it. Me personally, I am a technician and an entrepreneur, because I still do some of the day-to-day tasks, which makes me a technician by trade, and also an entrepreneur because I have to still do that particular side of it as well. But one of the benefits for me, and I got lucky, and I think it's a really good thing, and it kind of fits in with this discussion here, is if you can partner up with someone who is stronger in an area than you are. So for instance, I don't like doing a bunch of back office stuff. I really don't like doing that stuff. I'm not the kind of guy who likes to sit behind a computer all day long and read all these tiny white papers and this and that and the other. That's not really me. I prefer to be helping clients out, helping sales consultants out. That is what I enjoy doing, I think. And I love putting out fires, resolving issues that most people can't resolve. Shoot. You know, see, this is why, okay. So this is exactly why you need someone who knows video, because I forgot to turn the alarm off, and you see it just messed up my video there. But so as I was saying, I got lucky because, and if you can do that too, it really help your business grow, is if you can partner up with someone. There's going to be some pros, there's going to be some cons to that as well, but really the way I've seen other businesses grow and scale out successfully is that they do partner up. Even if you're online, you're doing a JV. That's a partnership, believe it or not. You're not doing everything, even though people like to say they're doing everything. You're not doing everything. Without your JVs, you know, where would you be? So even in brick and mortar businesses like myself, where our businesses generate mainly from online sales, probably the least amount of it is, to be honest with you. And you know, I have a partner who does a whole thing by himself alone, or he actually oversees it, really. Let me not say by himself. I may dibble and dabble in it a little bit, but that is really where he excels in. I may come in with some insight and some direction here and there, you know, just a few things here and there, but that is something that he does. And if you look at a lot of businesses, I don't care if it's Microsoft, Bill Gates, or Apple, you know, where you have boards of members and different people who own parts of the company, those are partnerships, and they all come in to help make that company grow way beyond what one person could do. So of course you could run a solo business by yourself if you're not looking to make that much money, you're not really looking for it to grow. You maybe want to make, I don't know, maybe you can make 100,000, 200,000, I don't know. But you're still going to have to outsource various things, for tech support, customer service, and then of course, what is it that you do? Or maybe you're a customer service person and you actually contract out with another company to do the customer service. So maybe you're a technician as a start, but then you become so good at it, and a lot of companies need really good customer service. You know, there's a ton of people who are almost dysfunctional when it comes to dealing with other human beings. You know, some people are really good with dealing with animals, but they can't deal with human beings, which is really weird, but that's super popular in North America. We have a ton, this is no knock, a ton of people who love animals, but they can't deal with humans, you know, or they just can't see the humanity in all humans, you know. So maybe you're really good at resolving these issues. You don't have any biases, and you farm your services out as a customer service technician. Now you've just taken it to another level. Well, maybe it's on an entrepreneurial level, and then you scale it out for one business, for two businesses, for three businesses, and so forth and so on. So you still, I really think one of the best ways to grow your business is to partner. So again, you have the entrepreneurial side, and then you have the technician side. Technicians and entrepreneurs go hand in hand. You definitely need both. And you also, in between that, you need some really good salespeople. You know, some people who know how to bring in income, and maybe that is your entrepreneur. Maybe the entrepreneur is the person that brings in the business and brings in the income. Definitely, in most cases, not the technician. And if you're working for a company, try not to have a technician view or frame of mind, whereas I'm only doing my job, I don't care about anything else that happens, I don't want to know anything else, I don't want to do anything else. Or someone asks you, you know, how do you do X, Y, Z? Oh, I don't know. You know, I almost hate to hear that. I don't know. It's like, well, can you find out? Can you ask someone? That is like that's like the low level technician, and those people are easily replaced. So try not to be that person. So again, entrepreneur versus technician, which one is for you? There's definitely pros and cons to both. You just have to see where you are, and I think it's actually a good idea to actually work for someone else initially, kind of learn and see how things are done. You know, not to just come into the business and look at it and say, oh, I can do that, not understanding there's so many other things that go on in the background. There's many no paydays that you may have to experience as well. So keep that in mind. I hope this helps you, and I look forward to talking to you again. Take care. Bye-bye.